Hey folks, this is your old pal Uncle Al. Sit down, have a drink. Tonic water. Also have a glass full too. I have to wear my headphones because my mom's screaming on the phone, and I've been trying to videotape this for the last 2 or 3 times. It's a load of fun. Okay. Now, what we're going to talk about, which is important, this is part of the survival run. A lot of people, especially the average person who get into prepping, they're looking at all these prepper channels, and a lot of them, they're big name, small name, I don't care, but they say you can prep all the way to the end. This gives me a headache. Okay, you cannot prep during an actual SHTF. September the 1st of this year started the actual SHTF. Okay, so get that through your little head. We have at least 5 things going on. The average person have no idea what's going on. Plus, we have hyperinflation starting. No price control. Nobody in government's doing anything. And they're going like, duh, what's going on? You know, let's print more money, like Zimbabwe. Okay, so let's get our acts together. This is Survival Run. The topic is Newbie Preppers. This is the average person brand new into going into prepping. The only problem is it takes 3 years to get your feet wet. And usually, if I'm teaching a class or I have students or something, I always pick out a small group instead, like a classroom of 30. No, I pick out 5. And they say, what's going to happen? Well, 4 of you are going to fail in the next 3 weeks. And I got to get my teaching stick out. And they look at it, 1 already left, because my teaching stick is a shillelagh. I'm going to beat your ass to the ground. I'm one of the old school guys, all right? This is called mentoring. Show them the ropes and what things they do. And I'll give them a test, and we'll go down the test, and I'll explain to each person as they read the other person's test sheet. Okay, I'm not a nice person. Okay, I can become a git when I have to deal things and when I have to teach things. Okay, remember, newbie prepper, what we call them, is that us old guys from the old dinosaur days. You know, you see Fred Flintstone and Barney Rubble. We call those greenhorns. We also call them younglings, boobs, tenderfoot, you name it. I did a video about that 3 years ago. Nobody ever watches that. So anyway, the average person isn't bad as a starting prepper, but he or she is very new, since he or she is taking on his first steps into the prepper world. I hate the term, but that's the latest buzzword of preparedness. Okay, they will need a lot of help, and many of them will make a lot of mistakes, like the swimming pool one. Okay, again, we call them younglings. That's the hip term. I call them doofuses in the old days, but okay. Newbie preppers have, what the hell did I write? A tendency to become overwhelmed with how much they need to get done, and learn. Okay, they freak out. So you got to take step by step. Takes 3 years, folks. You cannot learn this in 3 days or 3 weeks, or a course on tape or CD or UBI for only $19.95, and you become Mr. Instant Prepper with a magical unicorn. No. Okay? Okay. They become overwhelmed by the massive scale you have to, we're talking about learning stuff, training stuff for the body, and getting into shape and getting the proper order of all the needed things. They freak out over that and they run away. Okay? They may require continuous and guidance, which is a drain to most prepper groups, groups of associations, because these are dumbasses. You gotta watch them all the time. They might do something. This plant looks edible. I will eat it. No, take it out of your mouth. Or I just bought a whole bunch of freeze-dried foods. Next week, those foods the government wants you to turn in because they're contaminated, and you spent over $5,000 in plastic buckets. What the hell is wrong with you? Okay? They take a lot of time and energy of any group or person who's trying to teach them survival. It takes 3 years. These are younglings. They have no idea in their head. They haven't been in the military. They haven't been in the scouts. They even haven't been gone camping. They had no idea. Okay? The desire to learn is in them. Okay? They want to learn. That's not a problem. But they need an elder, a mentor, and 3 years to train. Minimum 3 years. So right now, since 1st of September, we are in SHTF. You don't have 3 years to train. This is why I tell everybody stop prepping, because the general prepping population have no bloody idea what's going on. Okay? Needs 3 years to train. But in an SHT situation, a real one, prepping cannot work. Okay? Stores are closed or destroyed. You can't use your money. It's no good. You're in the middle of a war zone. Try to prep in that. People don't understand. This is why you need 3 years to train the younglings. Then we go to the next stage, which is Padawan, and God, it just drives you nuts. Okay? This is why I take Mamabear Prepping under my arm. Now I make sure she does it right. Because she's going to go up to Washington and try to homestead in the middle of SHTF and hyperinflation. Right, remember those 5 things I told you? Hyperinflation's number 1. Okay, there's other things that's going on. Nobody have really any idea what's going on, except a few folks. Okay, I'll trust Backwoods Law. I'll trust Southern Ohio Prepping. We know what's going on. Gray Man Prepping, that's Gil's channel. We know what's going on. A lot of you are not ready. You need a mentor to train you for 3 years. Okay, and that's not hands-on experience. That's books, classroom. We're talking like you take the scouting course in 3 years, which is totally nuts. Okay? But in a SHT situation, a real emergency, there is no time to prep. All right? They won't pull as much weight as possible. They will need to be monitored all the time. And the group that is left with them have to pick up the slack. So if they're in a group, they're the ones that have to be babysat, and the group have to pick up their slack because they're incapable of moving point A to point B. So we have to watch these younglings, or normally in the old days, doofuses. Okay? So you have to understand very clearly. Number 1, prepper to avoid, because most of you are newbie preppers, and there's a very few elder mentors out there, good ones, Because most of the ones you see fly by night, I'll train you how to be a prepper. Yeah, gee golly whiz. I'll just put on my prepper hat, wear a wife beater shirt, and have a gold chain around my neck and talk in military slang all day. No, go away. Okay? Now, it doesn't work like that, folks. Your mentor will pick you. You don't pick the mentor. All right? That's why I turn a lot of people away. Sorry, I don't teach anyone. Go away. Now, I have chosen a few, like in my Bible school, that I picked, that's both adults and kids. I have kids 12 years old and younger know how to use a ferro rod faster than you guys could strike it with flint and steel. I have one little girl, 8 years old, does faster than most people with flint and steel. Okay? A lot of you are having trouble. And she has a little tiny kit. And she makes sparks like that. I can't see that good. So it takes a couple of times for Uncle Alan to hit the damn flint. But she could do it like that because her hands are nimble, her eyesight's good, and she could light fire just like that, 8 years old. Let's see a bunch of middle-aged, overweight, tacky eating, Takis or Cheetos, eating people sitting on the couch do that. All right? I have to be serious. A lot of prepping channels all talk, no show. The reason why I don't show is I'm stuck at the laptop. Uncle Alan's pretty ill, and I'm not that mobile. I need a film crew because I keep dropping my camera, and I need a sound person editor. Okay, Uncle Alan has medical reasons. You guys don't. All right. So right now I'm a talking head. If my fortunes change and I could do things, I will go step by step, being a hard ass on your butt, and probably show up your doorbell pounding the hell like, let me in. It's Uncle Al, I gotta teach you something. Okay? Now here's the quick prepper test. Okay, we're only doing 5 because a lot of you people, 90% of you, are newbies, including the prepper channels that I've been watching. What's the number one thing that most preppers, beginning preppers, don't have? And it's the simplest one. Okay, we'll wait a second. And here's the answer. 10 gallons of water. That's just drinking. That's not for flushing or washing or anything. That's for drinking. Okay, so let that sit in your head. And if anybody in the peanut gallery, you out there, answer, oh, we got filters in a whole big pool of water, you just got an F. Go sit in the corner. Now, go sit in the corner. Don't talk to us. You go. I'll have a discussion with you in another video. So go sit in the corner. Okay? Question number 2. It's one of the easiest ones. It's not hard. It's not expensive. Do you have a 30-day food supply that is divided by 2 weeks? Yes or no? And everybody should answer yes if you've been watching my videos for the last 3 years. Everybody else should say no. Reason why is a lot of you get suckered in. That's my next prepper I'm going to chew out their ass, is the Batmans and the Boondocks prepper. Okay? The weak will, on the fence, high tech. I'm buying gadgets to short up all my faults and lack of skills and training. Okay? And that goes into question number 3. What kind of training and skills do you have? Not gadgets. Okay? Not books, not gadgets, not food supply, not water supply. What are your, okay, very simple, 3 basic prepper skills? That's number 3. What are your 3 basic prepper skills? It's easiest of them all. That's number 3, question 3. What are your training and skill level? Name 3. You can put it in the comments. 3 prepper skills do you have? Okay, that one I'm going to let you write down in the comments. No ranting. Only 3. All right. And if you watch Southern Ohio Prepping, they had a big episode, a live stream by by Nurse Amy and Doc Bones. Okay, that should answer one question. And if you watch Gil's channel, that's the second answer. Okay, that's Cap Patton's Family Compound. And if you watch number 3, that's Steve's channel in Coursera's Trainer. So those are the 3 main prepping skills you should have right now. Okay, and it's the easiest of all the skills and training. It's not rocket science, folks. That was question number 3. Number 4. Are you on a budget? And you write down in a comment yes or no. And number 5 questions, easiest bunch. Have you been camping? And you write yes or no. I mean real camping. You get off the couch, not in the backyard. You hike 20 miles in the back country with your gear and you set up camp and you spent 3 days out there. That's camping. Okay? Do you do camping? All right, we're not talking take your truck out to your neighbor's farm or your friend's backyard and camp out there. No, you get off your big butt off the couch and you hike to your campsite. Now, right now we can't go out in our area because they're all, certain things happen. Fire hazard, blue-green algae toxins. And we have to gather up all the crazy homeless out there too, because God, what a mess. It's been a horrible year, folks. Okay, so I'm sorry this takes long. Remember, this is Survival Run. Topic is Newbie Preppers. And no, Uncle Al's not taking anybody as students. Only one I've got my arm or wing around is Mamabear Prepper family. That they need help. Okay? Rest of you, I can't save 70 million people. And the other 190 million people are out there. You're on your own. Good luck and God bless. See you later, folks. You have a nice day.